Character of suspicion, because saw a rangefinder as well as a backpack, and this was over an hour before the shooting actually occurred. So you would think over the course of that hour you shouldn't lose sight of the individuals.
Yeah, but they did lose sight of him, Aaron. That was the whole point. They lost sight of this guy until maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes before, and then they picked him back up again, and still nothing happened.
Well, so what are they doing with this intelligence? They have information about a kid who's got a rangefinder. It's a very specific tool that's used for a very specific thing. You show up at one of those events with that particular device, you should be red flagging like crazy. He should have been pulled aside. That good security trace lives in all of that preventive layering, and so the moment that kid showed up, he should have immediately been isolated and should have been interrogated and should have been questioned and should have been removed from the event. Had that investigation in that pre-planning gone down the way the Secret Service, to what Nicole just said, the way it was supposed to, based on those plans. The question again is, I'd love to see what the plans, like Nicole said, according to the special agent in charge, what were the plans? What was the perimeter? Why were those buildings shut off? And why was that kid allowed to move free? There's just too many failed layers that led to this that could have been prevented.
That's fair. Meantime, FoxNews.com writes the following. Thomas Matthew Crooks' parents contacted law enforcement Saturday, hours before he opened fire on former President Trump at a Pennsylvania campaign rally. The aspiring assassin's mother and father told local police that Crooks was missing and that they were concerned about his welfare. I mean, Aaron, I have a 20-year-old. She's gone for hours at a time. Lots of times I don't call the cops. Why are the parents calling the cops? Did they know something? Was there a gun missing? Were they concerned about something? Because it seems unusual to me.
Well, now you've got 2 red flags pertaining to the same individual who opened fire successfully on Trump from a portion of the Butler rally, which was not within the sterile bubble. So anybody calling the police about a 20-year-old the day that Trump is supposed to be speaking, that immediately should get assembled and collated and communicated to that protective detail just to make sure. But look, Trace, good security lives in everything you do before the round can be fired.
Right.
The moment you fail to prevent and hack all of the potential flags is the moment you're now living in the reactive state right now, which is what happened with those counter snipers and with that team that jumped on Trump.
Yep.
And everyone sort of did a good job with that piece, but at the end of the day, it's what you do to prevent the attack. And the problem is, this elite agency, you're only remembered for your sole failure, and this stain will carry for decades on this agency.